I think I'll direct you more to the window. The purple room is almost finished. It's where I want to move my demi-lune petite desk to a corner in there. Although I would miss talking to you all by the eastern window which looks out into the back garden. I have my tube hijab around my neck because whatever it is moving up the spine, and great pain in the cervical region of the spine. Oh well. Anyway, good afternoon. There's something, it's been a while since I've been on. Um, Things get to rattling in the head, and I guess that's a normal part of the process. Um, Genetic conflict. This I will present in the first person. The genetic makeup of what I am. Well, let's go back to a great grandfather, Flavius Theodosius. He thought to get in good with the church in St. Ambrose, he'd go out and slaughter 6,000 pagan Christians. Yeah, that did him a lot of good. Not many notable patriarchals. I'm going to skip down to the Mayflower. I think it's on my father's side. One of the passengers was a great uncle. It was a pilgrim. Another great uncle was a indentured servant to the other great uncle. It's too bad I could have become a Mayflower madam. Instead, I'm finishing out my life in my little cottage in Brockluna Martindale. Side note, this is Mass Recovery Day. There was a visitor from Ireland at the church on Sunday, and it was made certain that I was introduced to them. And they said, "You have such a lovely accent. You've not lost it." I told her, "It's my shield." Later at coffee hour before they left, they said to me, "I wish you would have been one of the nuns that had taught where I was at school. I might have learned something." I do not think that the papacy would have allowed me to teach in a school. Although there might be some more understanding people. But in this genetic conflict that makes up Sister Estelle, the who of I am, there were people that, yeah, we did the Mayflower thing. We should have done Jamestown and disappeared. But that's a whole other group. Maybe some relatives, I don't know. During the Revolutionary War, there was family on both sides. Loyalist and colonial. Um, then I'll skip through a few things to the Civil War. Family on both sides. Abolitionist and slave owners. The more you discover about your ancestry, the more I have discovered about my ancestry. I am so happy I never procreated. This genetic mix needs to die out. Just like the dodo bird. If you can't keep away from the sailors that are going to eat you up, well, yeah, I won't get into humans and creation. I have some very strong opinions. And then there's mysteries. Why did part of my family that the last name was Heaton move out west into quote unquote Indian, Native American territory, and then return back to southern Indiana with the last name of Brown? In this genetic makeup, we have Caucasian and black blood, which people in the family don't like to talk about much. I have a cousin. I know he went through hell because of genetic conflicts. They have African American features, but can pass. Oh, never had much communication with that part of the family. There's so many things. Luke Kinkade, my great grandfather, came from the Kinkades of Powell Valley, who were horrible slave owners. And when he fell in love with my great grandmother, and my grandmother was conceived, sometimes when I'm sitting during Mass and listening to approved scriptures and things, I will sometimes do comparatives of My great-grandmother, Mary Ellen Alice Green, Sarah Jeanette Josephine Hickman Lineberry. She was never allowed by the Hickman family to marry Luke Kinkade of the Kinkades of Powell Valley. Side story. The Kinkades of Powell Valley came from Scotland. They backed the Stuart King, which was the wrong one to back, and had to escape Scotland. So they came to Virginia. Liked the idea of ruling over people, and became slave owners, and they were not nice people. So I understand why Luke wanted to escape from them. His plans were for my great-grandmother. He had moved out west to Kansas. Reminds me of the scripture, I go to prepare a place for you. And when I have prepared a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, so that where I am, there ye may be also. Well, my great-great-grandmother Hickman hid all the letters that Luke had sent to Mary Ellen, begging for her and my grandmother Estelle to come join him. But the Hickmans had decided the Kinkades were not good enough to marry into. Ooh, those words should not be spoken. The Hickmans are not always a kind group of people. A lot of them are aloof and like to control. And our family and relations in several different family wreaths. But after Mary Ellen was probably married off to a Limeberry, the Limeberries held property, and I guess were the right stock. I have no blood connection to them, although they have blood connection to me. But anyway, my great-great-grandmother whelped out some Limeberries. But it was after she was properly committed by the Hickmans to the Limeberries. My great-great-grandmother Hickman gave Mary Ellen a packet of unopened letters from Luke Kinkade. Mary Ellen took to her bed. Grandmother Wilson was old enough to remember that. So much. Genetic conflicts. In southern Indiana, there's so many things that families want forgotten. Well, they need to stop breeding to themselves and with themselves. I have On one side of the family, I'll not mention the names because they're still alive, were two brothers. On another side of the distant family, two sisters. Well, those two brothers each married one of the two sisters, which their children are, in the old-fashioned way, called double cousins. The same genetic makeup as if they were brothers and sisters. Yes, kids, and people were driving automobiles and there was electricity. This would be in the 20th century, the 1970s, 80s. Just so much. Usually on mass recovery days, I try to keep quiet, but with this having been rattling around, it needed to be let loose. So I'm giving it to you all. Let it rattle around your brains. Look at your families and go, okay. Little things like Doc Lines, a relative, built and established his practice just over the Orange County line in Du Bois County. And then there's the Sears, Sears, the Masons, the Lines. Oh, so many names. And they're all related. So, just a rambling of an old brain and side of an old broad or old shell. I have no clue why I'm allowed to be anymore in this country of where my ancestry goes way far deeper than those who are trying to govern over me. And if that's not a sore spot, I'll take you outside and teach you how to do laundry. So, for my community, you're loved, you have value, and you are going to learn to toughen up. I'm happy to see some in my community are gaining chutzpah. It makes Mama happy. So, goodbye for now.